Making sun bread. When the weather has been feeling pretty cold and snowy and icy, and you're starting to look like this, it's time to make something warm and cozy. First, you need to read the story Sunbread. If you don't have a copy, borrow it from your local library, or you can find it on a YouTube read aloud. Now it's time to make sunbread. Before you begin baking anything, you always want to make sure that you have all the ingredients needed for the recipe. Flour, water, yeast, salt, eggs, and sugar. You can make bread in any large bowl, but today I'm going to use an electric mixer. First thing I'm going to do is add the water. This is warm water. And to the water, I will add the salt. And the yeast. This is one of the most important ingredients when you're making bread. And a little bit of sugar. And now I will add my egg. This enormous goose egg. A goose egg's shell is much harder than a regular chicken egg. The next main ingredient is flour, but first I'm going to mix all of these ingredients before I add the flour. I'll turn on my mixer, but it's pretty loud. After a few minutes, I add the flour. Sometimes it can be tricky to know exactly how much to put in, but let it mix up until all of the flour bits come off the sides of the bowl. Put your ball of dough in a clean bowl to rise and lay a clean cloth over it. This might take up to 2 hours. Pour your risen bread on a lightly floured surface. Lay your bread out like this so that you can divide it into thirds. Take 2/3 to make the main face of the sun and keep 1/3 to do your extra decorating. Roll that 2/3 chunk into a nice round ball. Place it on the pan you will bake it in. Now you can add the details to the sun's face if you wish. What will its nose look like? Will it be smiling? How wide are its eyes? If the dough is too sticky to work with, you can always add a little bit of extra flour. Once the face is looking how you like it, you can add all of the sun's rays. I'm painting on an egg wash so that when I bake it, my sun will look golden brown. I also like to sprinkle on some extra salt on top. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees. After 30 minutes, it is time to see your baked masterpiece. Your design may continue to rise and distort your original idea, but that's okay. It's still delicious. Once it's cooled a bit, it's time to try it out. Rip off a chunk and add some butter. Now it's time to share with people you care about. Here is a list of the ingredients you'll need. Enjoy!